Hello, I'm Kevin Turner from Real Estate Talk. Well, at a time when there's so much talk about changes in prices of real estate, one wonders just how much impact the movement in interest rates would have on prices. So I thought it would be interesting to ask Dan Molloy from the REIQ just what he thinks. Dan, what's your view about prices in real estate? Have they changed much as the interest rates change?
Look, I think, Kevin, regardless of how widely predicted a change in interest rate might be, people always take a bit of a pause when it actually does happen, decide what the impact on them is going to be, have a look at what the reaction of commentators in the marketplace is to that, and then sort of make the decision whether to move forward or not after that point.
I've often wondered too about a change in government. We've just had an election. There was so much uncertainty in the market. Are you seeing that flow through yet? What's the feedback you're getting?
Well, look, I think it's a convergence of a number of factors over the last few months. I mean, there's always this lag effect of interest rate rises. So despite the fact that we had that 6 fairly quick interest rate rises up until early this year, and then, of course, election fever, if you like, after that, and obviously this period of uncertainty that we've now entered. I don't think the election campaign itself made a difference, but I have a feeling that the outcome might have sort of caused some people just to take a little step back and say, well, what does this actually mean? And certainly when you look at the federal government's parlous policy state because of the fact that they've had to negotiate with minor parties, Greens, Independents, etc. Things like the mining tax in particular, that's the really big issue that's going to drive, I think, the overall economic policy, and certainly from Queensland and Western Australia perspective, it's going to be critical.
Given that that's the case, Dan, how can a buyer and a seller know that they're getting fair market value when it comes time to buy or sell?
Well, look, I think regardless of what point you're at in the cycle, markets are what they are at a point in time. So the same rules apply to buyers and sellers in a slightly softer market than perhaps it would in a boom market. So certainly from a buyer's point of view, in a softer market, they've got the advantage of more property for sale. They can make more ready comparisons between what properties are asking prices, selling prices, what agents are doing in the market, what they're saying about where the market is going. From a seller's point of view, a softer market often means it's a bit more difficult to price a property accurately. So those rules of, don't just get one agent in, get 2 or 3 agents in to have a look at a property, give you an appraisal, give you the research that they're basing their assessment on. Those rules apply just as strongly in the current time as they would have in a boom market.
Dan, typically this time of year it's a peak selling time. What's the feedback you're hearing about the number of listings on the market at present?
Well, look, certainly there's an abnormally high number of listings on the market at the moment. And, there's always this debate about the spring selling season. And the fact is, sellers get motivated to sell for a variety of reasons during that time. And it could be lifestyle changes, transfers, whatever it is. So buyers have a lot more choice at the moment. Sellers who are looking at their current situation may decide not to do anything until early next year. But there's certainly plenty of choice on the market for buyers. Those buyers that can access finance at appropriate terms and conditions at the moment are in pretty good shape. It's a good time to be a buyer.
Thank you, Dan. Well, there you have it. From what Dan has just told us, it really is a good time to buy, but it's also a good time to sell, provided you listen to what the market's saying. So listen to what your agent has to say, do your own research and make up your own mind about what is fair market value. Until next time, I'm Kevin Turner from Real Estate Talk.